So if you're using ZenBrowser, so if you're what the f
My friend Bingleton Coochie Smith scratched my doodle and he won't stop sniffing his finger.
so if you're using ZenBrowser and you're also using the Nebula mode, like me, because I like to customize my okay, you'll most likely not be stranger to this blur effect. Okay, for example, when you load a website, it will give you a blur effect while you load that program. See, as you can see there, let me reload it again. It will blur, but sometimes it gets annoying because even though the website is already loaded, all of the important elements are loaded and you can already access it. You can scroll, you can type in it. Sometimes the less important stuff are still getting loaded in the system, in the browser. So the Nebula mode still gives you that blur effect, which over time gets really annoying and makes your eyes feel weird. At least I feel so. Okay, here you can see I'm scrolling and then the blur is still going, and then like after a couple seconds it goes off. First of all, you will need to access this URL about profiles to figure out the directory on which the Nebula mode sits in. I'm guessing you already know, but sometimes you forgot. Okay, sometimes we can forget where it sits in. So just go here and then check it. Just be safe and check it. And then here in the root directory, in the profile default release, just click the open folder and then go to Chrome folder and just go to Nebula, which you are currently using, and you will be shown by the system with 3 CSS files. You only need to open one, which are this Nebula config, and then open it with your beloved text editor. And here it actually gives you a bunch of variables that you can modify in the program, and all of the customization that you can do to the Nebula mode. It's actually pretty dynamic. So there's a lot of stuff you can customize here. But what we want to look for is this in particular, okay? Tab loading animation, which gives you the effect of blur every time you load a website. There's a lot of modes you can choose. Yeah. So there is blur and grayscale mode. There are no blur but grayscale, and then the slider. You see, you can read it by yourself. Okay, so I'm actually gonna try the no blur effect. Okay, so it would be 0, but before you type 0, you need to copy this. Okay, this nebula-tab-loading-animation, you copy that, Control C, and then you go down to the actual code block. Make sure you're inside the code block, not outside it, and then you type 2 dash, and then you paste that line of text, and then you type semicolon in it. Okay, so by adding this line of text, you will update the config so ZenBrowser can read the variable change or the parameter change that you would want to change. Okay, so since I'm gonna go for no blur at all, no blur effect, I'm gonna type 0, because as you can see, in respect to the comment here, I need to type 0 for no animation, so I'm putting 0. That's all you need to do. Control save, and then you close it, and just to be safe, you can close the ZenBrowser again and then open it, close and reopen it, so it refreshes all the file that it loads. And then you need to go to this next URL, which is about, and then config. It will give you this caution. Don't worry, it's not dangerous. It won't break your Zen or anything. It just gives you this warning because changing the configuration file can sometimes impact Zen performance. But since we're just changing the CSS file, just click proceed. It won't affect the Zen performance at all. And then you paste that message again, and this time this line of text will come up as a choice that you can pick. Okay, And then you pick number for the data type. You click plus, and then you click the number, which are the style of animation that you want to change. Since I'm going for no animation, I'm gonna pick 0, just like what I type in the config file. Okay, and then you just click the check mark. Okay, and then you close it, you reopen it again, same style, same business, same routine, and just go to the website. It's done. See, the blur isn't here anymore, which is fabulous. I still love this. Okay, that's all. Thank you for. I don't know. I hope it helps, bro. Because I've been feeling quite annoyed about the blur because it won't go away even though the website is already loaded, bro.